Ayo.
Hold on. I just okay. Great start to the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Kat Cafe. Welcome to this new grandiose episode back. How is everyone tonight? Hopefully, everyone's doing very well. And one more time, welcome to Furiska and welcome to Lil B. I believe Lil B will be back right 1 second. But yes, I hope you're all doing great tonight. Hopefully, all the audio and everything is good. I'm so glad to see so many people here. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the podcast, and hopefully, you guys enjoy this episode. But other than that, let's go ahead and have a little introduction to the speakers. Furry, how are you doing?
Doing all right. I'm glad finally had a day off today.
Hey,
It
I forgot to
has
turn on my lights.
been
It
the
has been what?
the whole the week at work has been felt like a fever dream.
Oh, really? How so?
Yeah. Customer service.
Oh, damn. What's been going on with customer service? I'm curious. You don't have to go too deep. I know that it can get you. I know it's dangerous for your job, but just give us a little summary of everything so far.
Now, from what my experience so far, as I didn't get I of course there are Karens. We have like a wide range of Karens.
Mm-hmm.
But then but then I have most of them are more in the uncanny valley kind of area.
Oh, how so?
It's just they were so weird that you just don't know what kind of category to put them other than just weird.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We have there's a lot of people like that. Honestly, we're living in strange times, shall we say? I do.
I mean this customer service. They would fucking exploit whatever they can.
That's
also,
fair.
Also my language.
No, you're fine. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I talking about that. I did want to talk about something that is coming up apparently. So, I did a little research on this, and apparently, and this is mostly for my U.S. viewers. Congress has unanimously voted yes on deleting daylight savings times from the U.S., which is gonna be an interesting thing. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of countries that don't observe it. Oh, yo, what's up, Kale? Hello, everyone here. Let me just pull this up real quick. I saw this research on the daylight savings thing, and it's very, very fascinating. Let me see.
Also,
yes.
Also, like why how fascinating
so?
Can 1 hour change can be?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. So I know there's around, I believe, 65 countries in the world that do actually observe daylight savings times. And let me see what countries observe it. So I believe Australia is one of them, which is down under. So
Yes.
apparently daylight savings times, it was mainly used to use as much sunlight as possible in the world. And there's like the US isn't the only country that observes this. A lot of people like think of it as the US, but oh, thank you for the hydrate. I don't have any water on me right now. I'm sorry about that. But so the purpose of daylight savings time is basically to go ahead and like use as much sunshine as possible. And there's let me see. It says there are 62, and the US is no longer going to be one of them. It's very interesting. It's United Kingdom, Ukraine, Syria, Switzerland, Sweden, Spain, Slovenia, Slovakia, Serbia, San Marino, Samoa, Romania, Portugal, Poland, Paraguay, Norway, New Zealand, Netherlands, Morocco, Montenegro, Monaco, Moldova, Mexico, Malta, Macedonia, Luxembourg, Lithuania, Liechtenstein, Lebanon, Latvia, Kosovo, Jordan, Italy, Israel, Ireland, Iraq, Hungary, Holy See, Haiti, Greenland, Greece, Germany, France, Finland, Fiji, Estonia, Denmark, Czech Republic, Cyprus, Cuba, Croatia. Wait, Cuba? Chile, Canada. Wait, oh wait, does Canada, for my Canadian viewers, is it the same way as like an hour back? Brazil, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Belgium, Bahamas, Australia, Andorra, and Albania. All those countries apparently observe daylight savings time. How about Mexico? Yeah, they actually do. They're on
Yeah,
the list.
Mexico.
So basically, I'm guessing the bigger countries. I did want to ask though. So Malaysia's not on that list.
Yeah, like why? Why would it even be them? You said you guys said that we don't have enough sunlight, bruh. It's like a whole all year summer here. The only season we have is summer. Is summer, monsoon, haze, and durian.
Durian? It's not a fruit.
Yeah, durian season, like the durian harvest season.
Oh, durian harvest season. That's interesting. But
yes, even night is hot. Yes,
even night is hot. Damn. I know that from where I'm from, Puerto Rico, we also don't observe it on the island. But then again, I'm like, the island of Puerto Rico, for those of you who don't know, is 100 miles wide by 35 miles long. Like 35 wide by 100 long. So that's a whole island. That's a whole thing. Obviously, we don't have a reason to. But does the sunlight start to go, like, does it start getting darker earlier in the wintertime? What will you guys would consider wintertime?
it's really hard to tell because we are living really like pretty close to the equator.
Oh,
So it doesn't really it's hardly ever to tell. I mean, unless, for example, if let's say if you're I have a number of my friends who lives in the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur,
Okay.
and sometimes whenever they come down to visit to my state, Penang, they would notice that, damn, even at like 6 or 7 a.m., the sky is still dark as heck. I'm like,
So
yeah, six around. Wait, so you're telling me that by the time in Kuala Lumpur in 6 a.m. the sun is already up.
oh, okay. So because like if I'm not mistaken, Kuala Lumpur from where you're from is an hour.
Put my burrito in the.
Oh, what the heck? Hello.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. It just caught us off guard.
I'm sorry, an ad started playing and
No, you're okay. You're okay. Welcome in, B. Glad to have you on. We were just talking about daylight savings and like how many countries observe it compared to how many don't, and there's a surprising amount. So, we were just talking about daylight savings in Malaysia. Now, I did want to ask you. I grew up in a place that did not observe it when I was a child. What was it like growing up with daylight savings, if I may ask?
oh my goodness. It for sure. Like, I never put it in my calendar as to like when it was supposed to hit or not.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up with it, like going to school and stuff, was extremely annoying. If anything, like you would wake up normally at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is already ridiculous.
Mm.
And if you would see that it's still dark out at some point, then you're okay. You wake up to it and there's sun, that's when you panic. Like, did you sleep in? What happened? And it's just, it terrified me. It was like, oh wait, no, you're fine. You're not late for school, but still get up. So.
Oh my gosh. And I imagine.
No,
Go ahead.
It's insane. It's insane.
No, I can imagine, like, cause I know it goes back and forth. I can just imagine waking up, learning that an hour just disappeared, and suddenly it's an hour ahead, and you're already late.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be terrifying, though.
And as you mentioned, like Australia being one of them that also observe daylight savings day. That would also mean that if they were to have daylight savings day in the near future, by the time I'm still working, I have to go clocked in an hour early.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you gotta change your schedule. You gotta learn the right of daylight savings. But there's a surprising amount of countries that do observe it still. And apparently, what the bill is trying to say, I think it's called the Sunshine Protection Act. Chat, or correct me if I'm wrong. The Sunshine Protection. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Ironically, it's taking away daylight savings time, but yeah. Basically, they're going to stay with the current time that's in the U.S. right now, all over the place. But I think every state will have a say on whether they themselves will observe it. So, say you're living in one state that does, and one state that doesn't. That's gonna be weird as hell.
No, no. No. Listen, so I'm gonna say this for silly reasons.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that don't know me, and for those of you that do, you can make fun of me in chat for it. I am obsessed. This sounds so silly and so crazy. I love the fact that during the months of like October and November, that's when it kind of goes back to normal. For the reason of the clocks go forward, meaning I think it gets darker a little bit sooner, for reasons of spookiness and Halloween. That's like literally the only reason I wanted just to like go back. And also, I feel right now with how time is, the day is going by too quick. I don't like that. I like my days longer. I like it to. I like to feel like, oh, there's like you have still so much time to do other stuff, and it's weird. I don't like time being messed with, so just leave it as not this time. The time that we're gonna go to later on this year.
No,
keep it that way.
and if I'm not mistaken, what it'll do is it'll jump from 1 o'clock, not even midnight, It'll jump from like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And I think from when it jumps back, it's like 3 a.m. to 2 a.m. or something. It like goes back in time. It's weird. It's all kinds of weird. I never got used to it. When I got here to the U.S., it was the weirdest thing to get used to, because everyone was like, "No, it's an hour earlier." I'm like, "What do you mean? Do we go back in time?" I'm like, "No, it's daylight savings." I'm like, "Who are we saving?"
Exactly. I think also you and I were on the phone at some point, and we were talking about I forgot what. But then I look back at my phone, and it's another hour, and I already know there is no way I was talking to this boy for a whole hour. It was just no way. I think it was like 2 or 3, and then it jumped to like, I doubt we were up that late at night talking.
No, we were definitely up that late. It was like 1 a.m. and they jumped to 3 a.m. and you're like, what the hell is going on?
And then we find out, oh yeah,
daylight savings. Our life is not ending. It's okay.
So they kind of, I mean, there's like excuses whenever you feel like, oh, what, when you're having exam and you notice like time goes really slow.
Oh, you're right.
Blame daylight savings.
Daylight losing. It's like, no. But, and also another myth about daylight savings is apparently it was made by farmers. Ironically enough, the farmers in the U.S. were the people who were most happy to hear that the bill was being passed. Like, the farmers don't want that, apparently. But I don't know the reason why daylight savings originated from. It was just people wanted more sunshine. But I wonder, I can't find, if you're from any of the other countries if your country has observed daylight savings time, Canada, Mexico, or whichever one of the European countries or Euro-Asia countries that observes it, please let us know, like, why do you think your country observes it? We're genuinely really interested. And plus, it's a weird phenomenon. It's basically just like the season, as you know, like, I think it has something to do with the Earth's axis. You know how it's like on tilted and sideways. I think the Earth kind of like shifts back and forth, which is a very weird phenomenon. But how do you guys take daylight savings time if you do observe it? I wonder, like, there's a lot of countries that just don't. They just never did. They just no. And I'm jealous that they have that. And this bill, I think, is passed. I think it'll be effective November 5th of this year, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll be staying with this time. I'm sorry, SAB.
Imagine that they're going to take effect on that day. They're like, no, we're just gonna for now. We're just continue daylight savings time and keep on delaying.
Oh my god! It's like, okay, we're 3 hours back. Capitalism.
But I don't know.
No. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I'll let B. I'll let B go.
No, 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 no. I talked over you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Well, what I was about to say was that if you really want to preserve more daylight, go to Amsterdam. And
B?
the sun almost never sets in there.
Wasn't it also in Alaska that like 6 months sunlight? Was it Alaska?
I think it was Alaska or Amsterdam. I remember seeing like the video of basically like, oh, this the sun never sets the sun never sets in there in this town or place.
Mm-hmm.
And it just shows like in every hour, even at 3 a.m. The sun is still there.
That's gotta be so weird. But I'm sorry. What were you gonna say real quick, B? What were you gonna say?
At this point, I forgot.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're fine. No, no, no.
But I have heard like I think Alaska and a few other countries have that phenomenon, which I tried researching it. I genuinely don't know what it's called. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. But it's a weird phenomenon to where these places in the world, they have like this weird era. Yeah, 24-hour sunlight. So it's 6 months of sunlight, and then it's again. This is gonna be great for B. It's 6 months nighttime, so it's constantly dark. Even at like peak noon, it's gonna be dark, like constantly. It's literally like you know Minecraft hardcore where you get like the nighttime cycle.
I mean, I might be all for like the dark and all spooky, but that's like for October only. That's
No, this is
spooky.
like 6 months of darkness. So you have October extra. It's
My
October
God.
DLC.
No.
The Halloween extension.
It's Halloween extension. It
If
sounds.
you put it like that.
Oh my god. But yeah, no. Those countries, they have really really interesting ways of dealing with all that. I know some of the countries have like blinders for the sun. I'm just imagining like, how does your body like adapt to that? Like 6 months sunlight, 6 months nighttime. Like your biological clock's gotta feel so weird. Because you feel like it's the longest day or the longest night ever. It genuinely interests me, and I don't know what the phenomenon is. I know that usually those countries are, like on the globe, they're higher up. So that's usually why they do that. But I imagine they don't do daylight savings time. And B, by the way, you said that you had to, like, when you had to do daylight savings for school and stuff, I imagine what was it like? I guess you just ate everything an hour earlier. You had recess earlier. You had all that stuff earlier.
It was a little odd. I know for sure. In the mornings. Well, also because my school was not the nicest. I remember daylight savings happening, and then because of I used to live in Michigan. Michigan is freezing sometimes. So my school would not let the students go inside, so they made us wait outside that extra hour.
Oh.
Because of this stupid rule. And it even went under for also daylight savings. So that was really frustrating to deal with when it came to school.
What the heck kind of rule is that? They just let you wait out.
I remember a lot, like me and a few other like students practically banging on the doors to just let us in, because they could only open the doors sitting at 8:15 or something, and just the night before daylight savings happened, and what was supposed to be like around the same time of 8:15, like a day prior, it was obviously no longer that, so they would not let us in, and we were freezing.
That's really dangerous to kids. What the hell kind of school? That's okay.
It's a school that everyone should
Avoid.
totally not, prank call.
Yeah. Don't get the name. Oh god. You gotta call this school that full number.
Exactly.
But yeah, talking
School
about
B used to go to.
talking about past and present time and all that kind of good jazz, I do want to go ahead and touch on, spoiler free, I do want to go ahead and touch on a topic of past stuff that happened in 2022 so far. We're already in March, which is really weird to hear. But yeah, it's already March 2022. We're living in the future. But hopefully this year has treated you guys pretty well so far. I know it's been a lot of changes.
Yeah, there has been going through, a lot of changes, even after, even like half a month since the my birthday passed.
I know.
Mhm.
Happy birthday, by the way.
I
I mean, I gotta say it sometime.
it's already passed for like 2 weeks now. What do you mean?
Better late than never.
You're another year older now.
You're another year older. I forgot to tell you, daylight savings and stuff. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You can't always do this.
happy BB belated birthday. But yeah, and I know that the new movie came out, Turning Red. I haven't seen it just yet. I am very very eager to see it, but I heard it compared a lot to Encanto, which is like one of the things that came up in 2022 a lot. Like this year has popped off with memes and content. Holy crap! There's been a lot of stuff coming out lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a year. It's like 2020 season 2. No. No,
Oh.
thank you. We don't need that right now. But yeah.
Wait, have you watched Encanto yet?
You really had to. Why you had to ask me that? Why? Why you have to ask me that, Furry?
I have to give you my account so you could watch it.
I need to watch them both, but I heard that there's a lot of. I've seen the trailer for Turning Red, and I've seen the animation style and videos go into depth of it without spoiling the movie for me. But I wanted to talk about Turning Red specifically because I heard that Pixar is now moving in a new direction that we haven't really seen them at least not touch it enough as they're able to. A lot of people are talking that Turning Red was more of a cartoony movie in the sense that they didn't use as realistic lighting or as realistic shading as they usually do for movies.
Mhm.
And it seems interesting. I mean, I really like that Pixar is like going somewhere new. I think that I know it's Disney Pixar, but it's interesting seeing this new direction that they're moving in. And I just want you guys' opinion on that. Like, if you guys have seen the movies, and you guys seem to really like them, and I really want to watch them, but I haven't been able to. How have you guys enjoyed the upcoming like Disney Pixar era though?
I personally enjoyed it, and with the new it doesn't really matter for me. Like I'm not an animation student.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm not a 3D animation student, so what kind of goes, it just kind of goes with the flow for me. It doesn't like they seem nice, they seem friendly. They don't really go on the uncanny valley that kind of an area.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I'm just like just kind of enjoying these animation movies just in as as a general audience.
That's good. I was gonna say if you called it a genre, I was gonna smack you. I thought you were gonna say genre. I was like, do not call it a genre. It is a medium. Thank you. No, but I get what you mean though, and I'm glad to hear that from like. It's good to hear from an outside perspective. And again, I do want to ask. I heard that Turning Red was apparently very relatable. Is it true?
Hmm?
I heard that Turning Red. Oh, go ahead.
Yes. It is relatable in terms we're talking about some of the Asian cultures of regarding how our Asian parents were to be kind of to trying to be more restrictive and restrictive towards their children,
Okay.
but they're being restrictive. It is because they are being very protective.
Oh, Sky, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I also want to go ahead and ask B, do you have watched Encanto? I'm not sure if you watched Turning Red yet, but I did want to ask, how do you feel about Encanto being relatable though?
For Encanto being relatable, so I saw a lot of like little hints and stuff for sure as to like what I could relate to, and then I watched it with my mother. So her and I sat down and kind of picked out who was who, like who was like what character for that fact of like, oh, that's my aunt, or that's your sister, or whatnot, blah 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 blah.
Why do
But
Hispanics
for,
always do that? Hispanics always do that.
I'm sorry.
Really?
Hispanics tend to do that a lot. Like I did that with my family too. I haven't seen Encanto yet. I'm sure if my mom watched it with me, she'd do the exact same thing. I'm not sure if Asians do the same thing.
If that's the case, I want to ask: Was there what the does your family relate to someone that is Bruno?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
the one family member we do not talk about.
oh. Yeah, everyone has that. I mean, I think that doesn't just apply to Hispanics. I think that applies in general to like every single person in this earth. Wait, sorry. It says Encanto. Oh, no. I mean, like you can say it however you want. I know that obviously me and B are Hispanic, so we're able to say it with a bit of an accent. But like, as long as you're trying your best to say it correctly, that's all that really matters. And from at least for Encanto, I can't say anything for Turning Red, even though that's an English title. Which, by the way, I did want to ask, Farid, did you saw it as the title as Turning Red, right? Or was there another title for you?
No, it's also Turning Red as well.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
There is a much. I think if I'm not mistaken, because when I watched Encanto, it was not from it was from the one of those TV box that you can actually go through, but it's like one the main language itself is Chinese.
Okay.
If kind of translated to English, it kind of basically means something like your something about your youth turning into a monster.
Oh gosh, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, not a monster obviously, but that's kind of what happens in the movie. I know a lot of people talking about the movies about puberty, which of course is like, that's a subject that movies, it's hard to tackle because everyone goes through puberty differently, and it's a very taboo subject in a way. But I'm glad that they're tackling it in a way that can help people feel seen and help people feel comfortable experiencing this kind of stuff, you know?
That, yeah, and that in itself is also became quite that a lot of the what I noticed is that a lot of the Western people is saying that they are unable to relate it, or saying that this movie is only relatable to a very specific kind of a circle.
Yeah,
because okay.
Yeah, but
you mentioned that this going through puberty. Sorry about
no, you're fine.
cutting off. But the main, I think, is the main trigger point is that the main character is 13 years old.
Yeah, which again, like that's the age we go through puberty. But moving on from that though, I know that there's a lot of controversy out that movie, but I don't think I really want to touch that, because I think other than the controversy, it's a really good movie. It's good to see stuff like this come out of like Disney and Pixar, and I think that's a really good. It's a nice change of pace, which I'm really glad the studio is starting to do. But
it is.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of stuff coming up in 2022. There's a lot of not only movies but new games, stuff like that. I know I haven't seen it yet because I don't have Paramount Plus. The new Halo series came out apparently, and that was an interesting one because I grew up with Halo. My favorite's gotta be Halo 3. I remember playing that on my 360, which I still have one, and that was my game. I love that game to death. I heard that was bad. Oh, really? The Halo? I haven't seen the Halo series, but I heard that apparently, I didn't know this was a thing. They apparently showed Master Chief's face in the series. I can neither confirm. Sorry, I cannot confirm nor deny that. But that is such a weird move by like Microsoft, and like to allow that, because like Master Chief for the longest time has been such a faceless character. Like you imagine Master Chief in your mind, but you never actually see him. So like I can imagine like the whole controversy. Cat Halo ODST. No, I mean like I like the Halo series.
That's real. I'm not watching that episode because again, like you, I've also grown up with Halo. That's actually how I got into shooter games. I'm not watching that because, like, no, he.
Yeah.
As of when I know, if he takes off that helmet, it's just gonna be like blank space. Like, no, 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 no. We're not gonna do that.
It's gonna be like DJ Subatomic, where it's just that is his head.
Exactly.
Oh my god. But I can just imagine, like, I can't watch. I cannot. It would destroy my heart because I have such a picture of him in my head already that I don't want to destroy it. And the the whole Halo series was always so cool to me. Like, I can't imagine Master Chief without the helmet. He's not just. No, that's not him. That's not Master Chief. Master Chief takes off helmet. The world goes full World War 3. Oh my god. It's a missing texture square. It's like the Gmod error. Oh my gosh. It's so weird to think about that though. And by the way, for any of you who didn't know, I saw his credit to another podcast. I don't know, it's TikTok. I gotta find the podcast. Halo's about Noah's Ark.
Wait, what?
We're fighting the flood. We're the Covenant, and we're in a Halo.
I beg your pardon?
What is the ship's name?
What? Okay, hold on. Let's just stop. Hold on. No.
It's Noah's Ark. It's literally just Noah's Ark. Sir?
No.
Sir, what?
14 years of my life. No, we're not gonna get into this.
We're literally in the Ark. We're fighting the flood. Like it's literally just like the Noah's Ark story.
Just hold on. No. We're not. No, you're not. No.
I think I just ruined Halo for B. Oh no. Let's move on to the next one. So yeah. Also, PS5s and GPUs are apparently finally going back down in price. I can't believe when did it come out? Was it like a year, 2 years ago? I'm trying to move on really quickly because I know Beal's gonna kill me.
No, shock. You ruined Shock too.
Oh,
You
no.
ruined it for everyone.
I'm sorry.
The next thing you're gonna tell me that they're going to bring 2 of every species into the into the ship.
I mean, well, no, okay, that part. But yeah, no. I was thinking like, did they do that? No, they didn't do that. But no, yeah. I think they came out. Was it around a year ago? I know the GPU when they came out, the new Nvidia 30 series, they were like scalped to all hell and back, and so were the PS5 and stuff like that. But there's been a big boom on like. I think I don't want to get into anything controversial, but what I've heard on the news is that they're finally going back down. They're finally more available, and the PS5s are now being sold at bundles of certain stuff. So I'm glad that we're finally getting back into all that because there's a lot of new games coming out for the PS5. Like for example, new God of War, which I know a lot of people are excited for that one. I'm sure whoever didn't grow up with Halo, you guys probably grew up with God of War. So I know for you guys, that's gonna be really exciting. RTX 3060 is 1,000 ringgits. 1,500 wait, sorry, what? 200 USD. Wait, 3060 is $200? Hold on. Furry, can you confirm this?
You what?
Is a 3060 $200?
That's
below the MSRP. Excuse you? Huh? I'm mad if that's true. What? I'm going to Malaysia. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on.
you can't just like BRB.
BRB.
Go to the other side of the planet.
I'll leave stream here. I'm gonna go on the other
That would be
side.
the coolest thing ever to see, though. Just we're just gonna leave outer space really quick. Hold on.
I just fall down like 3060 now. Let's talk about BRB.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, what's up, Ben? How much is United Airlines right now? I don't know. Imagine
Imagine
Sky.
Fast travel.
You gotta insert that audio clip of "Say psych" right now.
Say psych right now.
Who's there?
Shut the front door. Oh god.
Tiki, he can't do that. He hasn't visited Malaysia yet.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't unlocked. He hasn't unlocked the portal yet.
Oh my god, you're right. I haven't unlocked another portal. I gotta make another highway. But yeah, no. Lauren's obviously very excited. God of War is gonna come out, and the new. I think it's called. Is it called Valhalla, Lorden? I'm not sure if you can confirm that for me. I haven't seen too much of it, but obviously, I am very excited for those gamers. Like, of course, we're all equal here. PS5, Xbox. They're incredibly enjoyable, whichever one you enjoy. Ragnarok, that's what it's called. God of War Ragnarok. That one looks.
So excited for that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Then Kat needs to use a catch a ride. What? I don't know that game. I forgot that reference. I'm sorry. But no, Ragnarok looks really good. I know Halo Infinite came out, which is weirdly enough on Steam. Or no, not on Steam. Is it on Steam? I think it is. It's weird that Halo is no longer an exclusive on Microsoft. But hey, I'm glad it's not. I'm glad that we're able to like crossplay. I can just. It's an interesting phenomenon, and it's interesting seeing him. Oh, it's a Borderlands reference. Oh damn, I gotta play more Borderlands. But there's been like a lot of like really good games coming out. I know one of the big ones, Elden Ring, obviously. Have any of you tried it?
No, because I do in fact have a maiden.
Really?
I'm watching you.
Really?
I'm watching you, furry. How dare you? I have hard as balls, fun as hell. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, but I've seen Bounty on Furry Scout. No maidens? No, I don't have.
Are you perhaps maidenless? No.
Oh my god. That's why you hugged a woman. Hug the woman. She kills you, but you still want the hug, even if it's your last one. So yeah, I've seen like a bunch of streamers play Elden Ring and stuff like that, and it looks like a really good game. It looks like there's Elden Ring, there's Ragnarok, there's Halo Infinite, which I mean, Halo Infinite looks really cool because I heard that it's the multiplayer part. I really like that model that they did because the multiplayer part is free. If you want the campaign, you can pay for the campaign, but the multiplayer part is free. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's on PS4, right?
I would have to do a quick search, just to be sure.
Yeah. Wait, who kills what? What do you mean who kills what? But yeah, no, there's a lot of really good games coming up in 2022, either coming up or already out. Like there's been a surprising surge on like, if you guys remember in 2021, there's a lot of like early access. Was it 2021 or 2020 around this time? There's a lot of like early access games. So it's really relieving seeing like all these companies finally coming out with like finished, polished games.
Yes.
We all remember Cyberpunk. We all remember Cyberpunk.
No, that isn't
Is it true that they took it off the PS4 store?
When it came to Cyberpunk, my ex got it. I think he pre-ordered it. I forgot what. But I remember getting that call or that message of this game is so broken. I don't know, like my money down the drain, and I respectfully laughed my ass off at him for the he bought. He was so frustrated with the game that during some missions or whatnot, things would just clip through and not load properly. Everything would look weird, and it's just.
I saw a glitch where you literally. I love the glitches where you're literally just driving and suddenly your car nukes itself for no reason. Or you just go like flying across the map. It reminded me a lot of GTA, which I think was the whole point. Lauren says, I bought that on day one. Oh no. They're coming for me. I bought that on same one and refunded the same day. I refunded because I don't like cyberpunk stuff. That's fine. Oh god. Sorry, there's no sound alerts for this one. But I heard it was very broken, so I'm glad that like Elden Ring came out. It's really good. Which other one came out recently? Oh, Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
I cannot wait to get my hands on that and play it. I'm so excited.
I haven't played much Borderlands stuff, but I heard that one came out, and I heard very good reviews about it. Did something else Borderlands come out though? Tiny Tina's Wonderland is goated as heck. I remember when Soundsmith Market Garden the last boss of Cyberpunk with a knife. What? Wait, can you find a clip for that, Tiki? I want to see that. But first, what games have you tried out, by the way?
Imagine Cryptoland is a game.
Oh my god. Sure, give me a sec.
Oh okay. No, Shock! How dare you?
Yeah. So, Furry, what games have you been playing lately, though?
I haven't really played much now due to my having work and came back like awfully drained.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't really play. I couldn't manage to really play that much. From time to time, I play the Rainbow Six Siege, which just recently they just have a limited deathmatch event, which is basically like Team Fortress 2 in a nutshell.
Rainbow Fortress 2.
Yeah. And then just last night, me, Shock, and the others, we were just like talking about what was it?
Okay.
Tom Clancy Division 2 is currently on sale.
Oh.
It's currently on sale. It's dropped to I think around like 40 something ringgit. Yeah, Furry, come join us. Yeah. Shock bought the what was it? The unlimited edition.
Oh,
we need to save Washington D.C.
Is Tom Clancy still making games? I haven't seen a Tom Clancy game in a while come out.
I'm not sure. Other than just the whole Rainbow Six Extraction.
Extraction. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like kind of a.
Anyway, real quick, I just want to show so there's a little clip that Tiki showed me that he said was apparently, this is how broken Cyberpunk was. For any of you who didn't see it, you're lucky enough that you didn't see it. This is apparently what's been going on in Cyberpunk.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the final boss, and I've got him on like one hit away from death. There's only one way we can end it, and that's by abusing dumb movement tech to market garden him.
You are kidding me! You are kidding me! That's wait. Oh my god! Is that actually how? That's how broken Cyberpunk is? That's insane! I saw. Man, that game sounds broken as heck. I'm not gonna lie to you. What the hell? That's so weird. Like, I don't understand.
Apparently, 1,000 hours of playing Spy in TF2 actually helps you beat Cyberpunk.
Apparently. Also, oops. Oh crap. Is the stream still good? Uh-oh.
Oh, are we okay?
I think the stream's dying a little bit. Twitch, what you doing? Guys, they're still there? No.
I can hear you, but you sound pretty robotic for me.
Really? Oh no.
Okay, now it's kind of fixed itself.
Okay, you guys good on Twitch? Why didn't buy Ultimate version? Oh. Guys on Twitch, you guys okay? Hopefully you guys can hear everything good. I don't know what happened to my bitrate. So there's been a lot of outages lately on my service provider, so I do apologize about that. But hopefully the stream is still good. Anyway, moving on from that real quick. So I do also want to add one more topic. Everyone here likes to draw, right?
Oh no.
Stream lag. No! Testing. 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 Testing! Alright.
Vibe check.
Got delayed like 5 seconds now, the streams, because try refreshing the page a little bit. I don't Tiki, what did you send me? I put the video on and everything lagged. No.
It's the effects from Cyberpunk.
It's Cyberpunk, no! Frickin' what was his name? I forgot. Keanu Reeves, why? Keanu, help us!
No, don't blame him, no!
No, I'm asking him for help. Frickin' to get the engineer from TF2 in here. Bing.
He's not just breathtaking. He's taking your frames as well.
He's bandwidth taking. He's taking my. Where's my bandwidth? The stream is a bit cut off. Oh crap! I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. But yeah. Anyway, we'll keep going for that a little bit. I'll go ahead and just start recording a little bit just to make sure I have a little backup of this part of the stream. But yeah, so everyone here does like to draw. Wait, now cut off when you shout at testing.
Oh, now it's all robotic-y.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Am I? No.
A little bit.
It's fine. I'm recording, so if you're watching on YouTube, you can skip ahead to whatever that time is. Cyberpunk is taking over your Twitch because when you start talking about it, then you cough again when you any Cyberpunk. No. Why? Am I still robotic-y for you guys?
It fixed itself now.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, you have to have seen it on Twitch. It's great. You probably see a little chunk of it on the VOD, but yeah. So, talking about art, B, furry.
No.
Yes.
How long have you guys been drawing for?
I don't know.
Well, my journey started in middle school drawing Sonic Dance. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say like
I've been drawing for a hot minute.
yeah. And you're
just a minute.
Just a hot minute.
Just
You
a
know.
quick, just started yesterday.
What about? It's always a hot minute, but never a cool minute. What's going on here? This is unfair.
Someone bonk him, please.
Oh, stream's back. Hopefully, stream's back. There you go. Yeah, and Furry, how long have you been drawing for?
Same here. When just kind of drawing casually drawing. It was like also back in high school as well.
Neat. What medium would you say like attracted you the most to your art? Whatever art style you are most inclined to drawing now, what got you into that like art style?
I'll let B go first.
I'm interested. I want to know.
So what started with like my art style?
Yeah, whatever art style you use now.
For sure, it would have to be like the cartoons and stuff that got me into wanting to draw, in that nice bouncy, toon-like way.
Mm-hmm.
I love those old shows from like the 40s and 50s that it would show such like exaggerated like emotion and expression, all that stuff. I loved it. So I try to take bits and pieces from that, and then of course look at modern art and combine the two together. There's no way that I'm gonna make a full-fledged like animation with correct anatomy because it's hard. The body is so weird.
It is.
I'm gonna draw very toon-like noodle arms and just take it from there.
Okay.
I try to improve on that though, and then take what I've learned and what I've seen, and then grow from that.
Okay.
I know also it's important to also involve anatomy. You need to know the anatomy. But that's mostly like what inspired me to continue doing like my style, at least, where it's just simple, but it has a little pizzazz to it.
How do you react to your past art compared to now? Like, what's your reaction?
I wonder what was wrong with you.
Aw. With me,
like, are you good? What were you on? I mean, I know what you were on, but like, why?
What? What? What the heck? Yeah, but I mean, like, have you changed your art style in a way? I guess that's something that a lot of artists don't. I don't hear a lot of artists talking about that. How did your art style change?
I first went through like the whole process of like learning how to draw. I learned how to draw like basic round to noodle arm to tendon. Oh, let me try to implement from how eyes are. So instead of going down the route of drawing as realistic as possible, and like from like how the where your head would be, how the jawline would be, I then moved little by little, to toon like drawings, to drawing like a bouncier face, um using, of course, shortcuts to not draw hands or thingies or whatever, and doing things from like Adventure Time when I saw that, and like, oh, I could take bits and pieces from that, so then I implemented that into my art, and then it kind of just grew from there, from those, those, I'm gonna swing back to Turning Red really quick, from there's a scene where where May is drawing under her bed, and there's like that old anime, she draws something old anime-esque. That's what my art used to be.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So from that to how I draw now is for sure, at least to me, a really great development in my work.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, I'm not going back. No, I'm good.
But I mean, like, yeah, you're moving towards that art style. Are you wanting to change your art style anyway?
Probably. I want to for sure see how I'll be able to handle putting my art in a more like realistic turn, for just, anatomy wise. I want to see how seeing that flow would work.
Okay.
Because I know I can't stay cartoony for too long. Even though, I can't, just more in a professional stance, like, yeah, you can do toon like and like cartoon stuff, but let's see how you put your art into like realism with like actual weight and actual anatomy, and I want to see how I would do with that. But again, I need to learn anatomy, and I don't want to, because humans are
that's
weird.
a struggle.
Like,
Anyway, moving on from cartoony, I'm gonna pop it over to Furry Scout. So, how did you develop your art style, and where is it right now?
So, first off, I'm more of a fan of doing like those pencil sketch art. You know what? What's it called? You know when you always like, you see these artists like the way when they just like having these random object just placed on platform, and then just an artist holding a pencil doing with the whole measuring thing with the thumb.
Oh
just,
yeah,
just
yeah,
drawing
yeah,
on
yeah.
the easel. Yeah, I kind of fond was a big fan of wanting to draw this. I used to love to do these sort of sketches, and I used to have like a collection of different pencil weight, like the HBBs all the way to 8B pencils.
Oh, what the heck? ABs? What?
Yeah, eight, like the eight, like a very heavy ones, just to add more depth, more shadow to it. Then afterwards, around I started to got a little bit nostalgic to some of the old Western cartoons. We're talking about Tom and Jerry, Ren and Stimpy. Yes, Rocco's Modern Life. These are ones. It's like, those were childhood, and I do notice that after maybe some delve into the quote unquote dark side of the internet,
Oh no.
which kind of how I sort of got into the furry fandom.
Don't say that! No! Oh my god! That is not the segue to use. Oh yeah, I was in the worst part of the internet. Is that why I'm a furry now? It's like poor choice of words.
Poor
yes,
choice of
exactly. Oh my god.
You know like when character have the one of those like the dark development arc.
Villain arc? Sorry, what'd you say, B?
Character development.
A slight joke on that comment.
What was it? We didn't hear it.
Okay, To those who are viewing, this is a joke. I always thought that, you know, the door to going into the furry fandom is like, so yeah, I grew up playing Sonic as a kid. So
I hate you right now.
because everyone drew. Okay, hold on.
I'm not
I only
furry.
say this. I only say this because of the fact that I knew somebody that was also like really into it. You know, when I was younger, and go, yeah, I'm starting to make my own like little Sonic cosplay. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I'm like, and like he went into more detail about it, and just no, I'm making his head, and it's just like, oh, that's cool.
Ah, it's that
So,
part of the
yeah.
fandom. Oof. I know what you're talking about. But anyway, go on, furry. I'm sorry. I just wanted to hear that.
So, you know, when you notice seeing like, you know, for these anthropomorphic art, they are basically just like furry like animals acting like humans, where like similar like Garfield, Tom and Jerry, and so on. Then you starting to
Little
seeing
bunny.
the pattern, and it's like, you know what? Oh god.
You're like, oh
Wait,
no, it's too late.
yeah, Space Jam 2 is coming. Shit.
Oh no.
Anyway, um, so yeah, I at first I didn't really put that much thought into it, and I started to trace. Yes, I trace shamelessly
It happens to all of us.
on the character, on some of the characters, and that's how I started to get the hang of drawing for you know these furry arts.
Mm-hmm.
Then in terms of the style, I'm still sticking with the more westerny kind, with a little bit more of the hint of anime style as well.
Oh wow.
So it kind of yeah, a bit of mixture of both. Like for example, like doing the very detail eyes and as an
Very.
example, and the shadings. But in terms of, like the rest of the anatomy, the style, I
Mm-hmm.
would more affiliated to the Western cartoons and video games. Hence, you see why my PNG tuber is based on Don't Starve Together.
Yeah.
It's based on the Don't Starve art style. I had drawn my character in. Do you still remember the game Night in the Woods?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I love that game.
Wait, do you
Yes.
have that one? Wait, I never saw that one.
Oh boy. It's an old cringy one. I'm not really proud of it because the way I drew my eyes is basically look like an avocado.
I mean, it still works. Which, by the way, if you don't know, of course, Furry Scout does stream on Twitch. Here, I'll show you out real quick. He does have his own YouTube channel. Not YouTube channel, sorry. Well, I mean, he does, but we don't talk about that.
We do not talk about it.
We don't talk about Furry's channel. We don't talk about Bruno. But yeah, Twitch.tv. Yes, last playing. You were doing an art stream last time?
What was I doing? Oh yeah, but it was for a birthday too. You're still using Twitch.com, hell.
Twitch.com. It's
the funny thing is that the funny thing is that it actually works.
Does it?
The link actually works. Yes.
Hold on. What? I want to check this out. Oh, it does. What? I guess I bought Twitch.com.
and it still
it still works. What the heck? That's weird. And of course, Luby, right now not doing anything, but you can always find her on Discord server. She's been a great friend, a great supporter of all this, and so has Furry. Like these two right here, great supporters of everything. I really recommend if you can check them out whenever they can. B, I really am happy to hear that you're starting to draw again, and everything going on your end that we talked about outside of the stream makes me really happy. Furry, I always love just popping into your streams, just having fun on there. It's always a mess on there, and of course the chug jug.
Oh god. And also in terms of what kind of changes in my art style is that I do want to venture on more on the anatomically correct uh, bodies, as I've already told you before that I am going to try to draw um
You
fit
really want to say that on this?
girls,
Wait, sorry,
fit
what?
fit like fit masculine girls, which I personally think that
Valid.
should be valid, not just valid. It should be respected and be worshipped because they can
I mean,
they can be whatever they want to be.
no, I mean, of course, yeah. I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with that. Yes, but I think it's a good.
Because yeah, because I don't know why like people saying like masculine women are disgusting. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bruh.
If anyone's actually told that to another woman, it's because they've never actually seen a woman else before. Okay, people are people. Let people be people. Let people do whatever people do. Cool.
The true maidenless.
The true maiden list. No maidens. But yeah, no. And let's see. One last thing I want to go ahead and end off on is like, what is your preferred medium right now? Like, where do you see yourself heading with the medium and everything? Where does 2022 look to be heading for you in any regard? You know, what is it in terms like? I've said medium in terms of like, what do you think is gonna be big for you in this year? Because obviously this year seems to be a year of change.
It's really hard to tell at this point in time.
That's
And because now that I have my have I guess you could say it's a full time job, but I don't know if how long I'm going to be staying there for my mentality's sake.
understandable.
But I have some ambitions in terms of some of my um development of my characters, like my OC, Calvin and Natalie, and yeah, and even you saw my little Miot.
Yes, the Miats. Oh my gosh, we gotta talk about that next episode. The Miats. Oh my gosh, we'll save that for next episode. But we definitely gotta talk about that. That was such a phenomenon.
And I'll, if possible, I'll see if I can get Onigiri to join the
Wait,
podcast.
wait, you know them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
she's Malaysian, by the way.
No, I'm not assuming all Malaysians know each other. Obviously, it's a huge country. I'm just surprised that you know her. Like, that's really cool. Yeah.
I commissioned her before.
I know, but that's different. I know you talk to her like actively. That's really cool. But yeah, I'd love to have her on.
Not really actively. It's just like we met on Facebook, and then we just basically share memes, and we just laugh at each other's memes.
That's cool though. And
yes, even Ben has his own Miot.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I drew a little Miot like doodle at work. Furry, I know people. Yeah. Little scout Miot, yes. Now, B, I did want to ask you though, like, from what you've seen so far, and from what you think is gonna come up on, is there any aspect that you think 2022 is gonna help you grow in? Like, what do you think is next for you this year?
I think for sure after going through such like a burnout with with the university and everything, which surprise enough, I found out that burnout, in order to heal from it, it takes like 2 or 3 years, which is just great.
3 to 5.
I think I'm finally getting out of like this slump I've been with my art. I see a lot of improvement that I hope will come pretty soon. I see a lot of improvement with my way of animation, and then hopefully with some new routes that I also want to go out to, like extend my knowledge and things, will help me improve in my career.
That's cool.
I think this year it's gonna be like a lot of just self growth than anything, and just see like, oh wow, like I want to be able to surprise myself.
That's good. I think that's a really good goal. I think that's a really sweet one. Yeah, I think that's really cool, and I'm glad. Now, before I end things off, I did want to say I know that this Cat Cafe was a little bit of a weird schedule. We're still figuring stuff out on our end. We do apologize for such a random scheduling, but hopefully we'll have something more consistent soon, and hopefully something you guys can like make sure to know that the Cat Cafe is coming up. We'll try to do this weekly if the speakers and everything, if we're all able to do it all together. We'll try to do it as frequently and as consistently as possible. But thank you guys so much for joining this one. And other than that, we really appreciate you joining us today. We really appreciate everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for all new followers, all the new subscribers, and everyone else in between. Thank you guys so much. And I really am thankful for the speakers for joining us today. And we'll see you on the next one. You guys have a good night. And let's go ahead and send you guys over to some other streamer doing podcast or something. If you guys have someone you want to raid, now's the time to suggest. But
do you have anybody that you want to raid, Furry?
Not the ones that I can see.
If anything, Asa's online. I'll go ahead and send you guys over there. But other than that, thank you guys so much for checking us out. Have yourself a wonderful night, and see you on next Cat Cafe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.